Solomon Correa spoke about nature's impact on mankind, which is actually reciprocal. His organization, which is the International Voluntary Mental Health Organization, was formed in April 2016 and was supposedly formed to support people with mental ill condition to its victim.
It's the right time to turn back to nature because it's all where it begins, with us. We don't have anything, we have our environment and nature. And then the nature as well have us, believing in that as well. We as human, we take good care of our neighbors as they are within us.
For how long is this organization been initiated?
Since 2016, April 12th. 2016, April 12th, the organizations was founded. And it was founded for the purpose of supporting people with mental ill condition. Not only with the motive of supporting, but as well promoting the voluntary services and the humanitarian gesture of individual, that everyone have a heart and everyone can do something to someone in need, especially prioritizing their emotional well-being. And the organization has dedicated all its ways to educate the community, to transform their mindset, fighting against stigma and discriminations. It has dedicated into respond to crisis, people who have gone through life experience event, trauma, getting depressive moments, not knowing what to do. It gives them guidance of counseling on what to do and how to get help. The organization don't only stop that, but also provide others with medical bill support for them to get their medications, because of medication is very difficult when it comes to psychiatric medication. And sometimes they are lacking and they are also expensive. Most of people with mental ill problems cannot afford their medications. And bridging the gap between the family members and their loved one who are sick, making sure that there is a good communication to understand their diagnosis. Most of the time, these people are they are diagnosed with different disorders and they don't know what their problems are. And because of they don't know, they don't even know how to care their loved ones. So by knowing, we educate the family members on understanding what their loved ones are going through, how to help them, what are the tips, and that's where we have our activities like home care support program, sensitization in schools program, where knowing that mental health is not offered anywhere within Gambian curriculum. So it is important that the young ones are the victims because they have the most vulnerable brain according to WHO. And 1 out of every 4 person is suffering from mental health problem. So which is also a biggest problem. And the global statistic has said that in 2030, depression is going to be the leading NCD, non-communicable diseases. Now the question is, what are the developed countries doing like Gambia? In our system, we don't even have social fundings when it comes to social support system. That tells you how it will be aborted.
Samba Balde, one of the coordinators at the International Voluntary Mental Health Organization, urged the youth to join such organization and take it as their priority. And here is his say.
Thank you very much. I think my advice to my fellow Gambians is that mental health is as important as our physical health. Like all the previous speakers made mentions, once you talk about mental health, you're talking about this one, the mental well-being of an individual. So there is no health without mental health. As I also work as the National Coordinator for Schools and Community Mental Health Awareness Program, I will therefore encourage all Gambians to take mental health as their priority, to make sure that they are always in connection with their mental health and always try to support mental health initiatives. Both philanthropists, the government, and every individual who have the support to support mental health initiatives to take up this responsibility to support them, because we are a growing nation. It is sad to say that we only have in one psychiatric hospital in this country, and when you look at mental health, maybe what we are seeing is the mental illness. That is the people who are already having the illness within it. But there are a lot of hundreds of people within our homes and within our households who are suffering with mental health problems. Others are working into others are in our workplaces, going in and out. Others are within us in the community, but they are still suffering and they do not have anywhere to go and seek help from.
Hawan Demi, the event coordinator, say why they hosted the event at such a place like Makasitu Cultural Forest. This is her say.
As I said earlier, we are actually an organization that is more centered on mental health and mental well-being. So being mentally fit or being mentally healthy, we have our nature around us, that is the trees. As today that we were doing our talk, we actually took trees as some of our examples that we will relate to our day-to-day life. We have trees that have been sown as seeds and then they will grow. From nothing, they become trees, and then they have branches, they have leaves. At some point, they lost their leaves. At some point, their branches have been cut, but they still have the zeal to provide shade for us. They still go and flourish and make beautiful environment for us, much more us people. So the trees lost their leaves because those are some of the protections they have as trees, and they still don't give up. They bear new leaves and even bear fruits. So as humans, we also have sometimes that we have our problems, like we lose our loved ones, sometimes we lose our assets, sometimes we have tragic situations that we think we've lost everything. No, it is not that. When trees don't give up after losing their leaves and everything, they still grow. I don't think we have the chance, or we should be allowed to actually give up on life.
Reporting for GTTV, Sira Toure.